success has truly been one of the feel-good stories in mixed martial arts over the last several years. Charles Oliveira kind of left for dead by people in 2018, then went on to become the best lightweight in the world, and still believes he can be that yet again if he can get a win tonight.
He's got to win tonight. He's got to get going in the right direction. You lose your championship in the way that he did, you question whether or not Oliveira has the mental makeup to get back going in the right direction. How can you question it, though, when we have seen what he has done prior? This guy has a tremendous striker, unbelievable jiu-jitsu. If you're on the ground with him, you're constantly in danger. He can submit you from any single position. Charles Oliveira's special, man, and it's always fun to be able to call one of his fights.
And I'm not sure minute for minute there is a more exciting fighter in mixed martial arts today than Charles Oliveira. And thankfully, the MMA masses get to watch him compete yet again here tonight. So Islam Makhachev getting back on the proving ground here tonight, putting his undisputed UFC lightweight championship on the line. So much to love about this man's mixed martial arts acumen, his fight IQ, and you gotta think it's gonna take the very best out of his opponent to wrest the belt away.
Anyone that hopes to beat Makhachev has to be on their game. Your wrestling's gotta be on point, your striking's gotta be on point. But more than anything, you have to have a steel mind. You cannot break in front of Makhachev because he will then drown you. This guy is a champion for a reason. And as you have seen time and time again, Hasbullah joins the Dagestanis in the octagon.
Perhaps that's an X factor tonight. The great Hasbullah in the corner of Islam Makhachev. Islam Makhachev ready to engage in another high-profile matchup here tonight. Kill the tape for this lightweight scrap. Here is Bruce Buff.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the former UFC lightweight champion, Charles "The Bronx" Oliveira. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Islam Makhachev.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one. All right, here we go with the two best lightweights in the world, Charles Oliveira and Islam Makhachev. Oliveira's winning streak from 2018 to 2022 certainly going to withstand the test of time. It'll get him in the Hall of Fame. But the man who ended that streak, his former teammate Islam Makhachev.
Yeah, Islam Makhachev is one of the best fighters that I have had the ability to train. He worked so hard, so committed to being the best in the world. And on that night, he showed that. He beat the Charles. Oh, now he's going to find himself in a little more danger.
Takes his back now.
Oh, big hammer fist.
Close guard.
Look at that. Recognize he was about to lose position.
Keep that top position and work your elbows.
Good movement by him here, transitioning. Looks like a potential submission attempt here.
That Darce choke is tight. This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent.
Great defense by the defensive fighter.
All right, into full guard here, DC. I know you don't like hanging out here for too long.
No, you don't want to stay there. Too much of a submission threat, you gotta pass.
All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh man, I love this position, and you see this fighter today loves it too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, you keep a half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for a wrestler. Big ground and pound.
Makhachev's pass is denied.
Now he's on top, exactly where he wanted to go.
Oh, I'm no expert, but that Von Flue choke looks locked in. Oh, great submission defense.
Great defense by this fighter.
Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options, because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestler stand-up. Get to your knees, post your hands, don't allow...
Oh, these ground strikes are just brutal. Well, he's got his back now. Good work from the top here by Oliveira. Another ground and pound strike lands. Round 2 is next.
Stop!
All right, take a seat, bud. Good round. I need more of that this round, okay? I want you to be a little more active with your punches on the ground. Let's not let the ref stand this up.
Well, what a round it was, especially from a striking standpoint. DC, take us through.
High-level striking. I mean, this is what people come through the doors to see. Two men stand on a quarter, chest to chest, forehead to forehead, and let it all fly. I'm surprised nobody went out, but it does excite me for the next round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round 2. Early right hand gets through for Dubois. Oh, gotta keep pressing here. So, DC, I'm not sure if fear of fatigue is a factor, but given his body of work in the UFC, you got...
Oh, guillotine here.
Oh, gotta protect your neck. Guillotine choke is locked in. Oh, what a beautiful counter to the guillotine there. Gets side mount. You gotta be kidding me, he's out. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Islam Makhachev. All right, working inside the closed guard now.
Lands a nice punch from his back.
Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in, and he's out again. All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Well, he has expended a lot of energy going for these submissions tonight. I'm not sure his opponent is actually submittable.
No, it doesn't seem like it, because every time he goes for a submission, he gets close, or at least he expects to get close. But his opponent is so on his game that he's not giving him much to work with. This has been a beautiful display of grappling offensively, but also defensively.
Makhachev's in half guard.
Now he's going full mount.
And right into side control. Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
He's unbelievable how fluid he is in his motions on the mat.
Man, look at that damage on the right side of his body. Starting to really bruise now.
Hit the back, hit the back.
90 seconds now to go in round 2. Well, as many expected, his grappling has been very strong thus far. The takedowns, the ground control, he is truly the total package.
It's one thing to take your opponent.
And now he's got the back. Well, he's more than content to work.
Setting up a submission. He's got the sub locked in. Trying to finish the armbar here. All he's got to do now is take his time, and the finish will present itself. How in the world did he escape that submission? Oh, he's got to be careful there, yep.
Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top. Trying to guard pass here, not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transitions.
Well, he's on his back, but he's landing. 2 rounds in the books.
All right, breathe. Get some water. Perfect. How do you feel? Awesome. Your cardio is great. You're working great. Everything you did in the gym is...
All right, so there's the end of the round. We had a big submission attempt there midway through, but largely the submission defense held up.
It wasn't tight. We thought the fight was over, but stayed patient, stayed calm, relaxed, and found his way out of that deep submission.
All right, so there is the horn. That means the round is over. We nearly had a finish due to a submission, but I think you got to give credit to both the offense and the defense.
Yeah, you got to give credit to both guys, but nothing's more beautiful than an extended grappling exchange like we just witnessed. One guy almost submitted, one guy escaping. It's one of the most exciting.
Picture-perfect shot there, DC, and one more of those, he might be out.
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot landed perfect. Oh!
Judo throw. Let's see if he can capitalize and lock up the set.
You got to try to find whether or not you're going to land ground and pound here or if you're going to go to submission. That was nice.
Print the shirts. Ground and pound. Another ground and pound strike lands.
In the half guard.
Makhachev's back to the side control now. Oh, crucifix from the top position, DC. If you're on the bottom, what are you trying to do to get out?
On the bottom, you've got to start bridging. You've got to drag your feet and your heels into the mat. Start bridging and turning side to side, hoping that one of the arms slips through the cracks so that you can try to get back to a position where you can defend yourself.
All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the oxygen that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse.
Oliveira's looking to go from the full to the half guard here. Opponent not having it. He's having his way with him here. Just over 2 minutes now to go. All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say?
It's a very dominant position. It's one of the most ideal positions you can get to, especially if you are fighting someone that doesn't truly understand that.
All right, well, he's got him softened up here. Makhachev's in half guard now. Working out of the half guard here. Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound?
Attacking armbar.
Ooh, that's tight, I'd be tight.
It's starting to get really tight in there.
Oh, trying to finish the armbar. Oh, the submission defense holds up, he gets out.
He said that he was ready for everything that would be thrown at him. In that position, he showed that and proved it.
All right, so that's the end of the round. Pretty significant damage done in that round. Cut on the cheek, sustained there from that strike. Now the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. Better to be below the eye than above it, sure. But nonetheless, this could be a factor now moving forward. All right, so that's the end of the round. A lot of highlights from which to choose, but his success in that round certainly rooted in his offensive takedown game.
And that's what he does, right? He's a grinder. He's the type of guy that wants to get a hold of you, drag you to the floor. It doesn't bother him that much if you get back to your feet. He just wants to continue to make you work the entire time because he understands this type of grind most guys can't keep up.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here's round 4, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Right on the button. So you got to question the fight IQ at some point. He's got an outstanding offensive takedown game. His ground and pound strikes are vicious, yet hasn't done any of that tonight.
He's listened to the stories, John. He's listened to the stories. He's allowed for this guy to be bigger and badder than he truly is. He's allowed for this man to become such a specimen, such a problem, that he is ignoring his greatest skill. Oh, in the mouth.
Ground and pound, the hammer. Mark Coleman would be proud. Nice job to reverse position there on the ground, and now we'll see what he can do with the dominant position. Oliveira's in half guard. All right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. See if he can get that ground and pound going.
Oh, he's got to get it going, but he can't rush. A lot of times, guys get in the full mount and they rush, they get nervous. They're like, oh my goodness, I'm winning. Reality is, you're winning, but it can change.
Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. Under the neck. Oh, and now he flattens him out, DC. A couple hooks in. This could be trouble.
Look at all that hip pressure he has into his opponent's back. Now he'll start to rain down brutal ground and pound.
And you better intelligently defend here. This could be the beginning of the end. Right into side control.
Oh, nice. Oh, nice headlock.
Oh, he's got that submission locked in. He's in real
John,
trouble.
it looks tight. It looks like he's going to get this. It looks like the Darce choke is in. He's got it locked in now. What he's got to do is start to feed his head.
Oh, he got out. Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running a guy over, John, and then he just gets up.
Makhachev's back to the north-south position now. Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike. All right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on the side of his opponent. A lot of strikes to the body starting to add up.
Yeah, a lot of strikes to the body and mixing up the attack, not being one-dimensional, not headhunting inside the octagon. I think he has fought beautifully right now, and it's starting to show itself.
Fighters inverted now. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Can't get it. Good awareness by the defensive fighter. Buzzer sounds for the end of round 4.
Great round. Relax. Breathe. All right, here's some water. Now listen, I want you to stay sharp. Don't get suckered into that crap. I want you to get out there.
All right, there's the horn, and what a round it was. DC, take us through the replays.
Punch after punch. He landed him at will. He went right at his opponent, got in his face, and showed, this is my octagon. We are going to dance to the beat of my tune.
You ready to fight? You ready?
So here it is, folks, 5th and final round. Oliveira gets hit by that leg kick. You may want to start checking some of these. All right, so we didn't see any takedown attempts from the beat.
Guillotine jump.
Oh, he's out. A lot of top pressure being applied here.
Oh, right into mount. I mean, way to stay aware and stay safe defensively.
Well, the fighter's going to have to address this offense coming his way. He's getting really bloody around that eye.
Yeah, now it's just become a big target because his opponent is just seeing the blood and he's just going after him. He has got to move his head before the strike starts coming in his direction.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent, you got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Makhachev's right back to the full mount.
I mean, at this point, you just have to do something. You know, you have to maybe start trying to pull guard, grab him, pull him into you to try to change it and get him in your realm where you have the advantage.
Makhachev's trying to get a triangle submission here. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in. If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move, you got to shrimp, you got to get up on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
Oh, could get a finish soon. Looks like a Darce choke. All right, looks like that Darce is tight. Oh,
Wow, that is great submission defense.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Islam Makhachev. Oh, man, the blood is flowing now. I know a lot of you like that, but he has got to figure some things out defensively or this fight's going to end.
He's got to move his head, John. But the problem is, now he's got the blood to deal with. He's got a sharp striker in front of him. He has got a lot of things to deal with if he wants to win this fight. But right now, he's got to be careful here.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Islam Makhachev. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through. Not there yet, but might get the submission here shortly. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Islam Makhachev. All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you by pushing.
Back and forth action right till the final horn. What a tremendous finish to this one as we go the full 25 minutes. The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
We go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All three judges score this contest 50-45. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Islam Makhachev.
All right, well, nothing to argue about that performance. It does go to the scorecards, but an easy decision to render at that for my money. Just a dominant performance, bell to bell, for the wrestler here tonight.
He did a great job. I mean, he was out there controlling the fighter. And look, John, when you match up this type of fight, when you look at a wrestler versus a boxer, and the guy has